Hey, welcome back. Emmett from Haven for Heroes here with a review of some products I bought. This is not sponsored. I just wanted to check them out to see if they would be useful for collectors and for shops. So, without further ado, I'm going to get right into it. This is from a company I can't buy directly from anymore because I'm a hostile customer. If we haven't already done a video on that, which we have. So BCW make these. They're called Comic Book Showcase. You can hang it on the wall. And this is not because I'm not a fan of BCW, because they're not a fan of me. This is kind of chunky. I've seen the comic capsules. I'm going to buy some of those and see if we can't do a review on those too. But right now, a customer of mine gave me this because they didn't like it. And they said, well, maybe you could use it or whatever. They're pretty simple to use. They unhook from the bottom and then they unhook at the top. There's a little well for the comic book to fit into. See the well? It fits a standard comic book. I don't know if they probably make a Silver Age and a Golden Age version. Very simple made. I don't know, I didn't do the research. I don't know if these are UV protected. Looking at the plastic, I really don't think they are. There we go. Now I got it snapped in better. Now it's completely snapped in. You know what? Sorry. Maybe I'll do the research and we'll put it underneath whether it's UV or protected or not. I don't recommend hanging any books on your walls that aren't UV protected. So CGC, if you're hanging your CGC books on your wall, good luck what they're going to look like in 10 years with LED lighting. I'm sure there's a lot of glare on this. I can probably semaphore the ships at sea, but yeah, I mean, it's okay. I mean, I would rather you do this with BCWs than get it graded. Yeah, so then the other one I got was this company called Sidekick. This is the comic one. It's pretty cool, pretty sturdy plastic, probably blown mold injection. These were pricey. I kind of like them. Basically what you do is when you don't have a full comic box and you know that your comics flop around, a lot of us have all different, we have lots of boxes when they're opened up from cards, pops, all that. We stuff boxes in behind, but this, it doesn't matter how many comics you have because you can move it along back and forth in the box. And so then the comics don't shift. The only thing I found is you can't move your comic boxes around. It's probably not designed for that. So maybe, it's not a knock on the product because they probably didn't think that you'd pick up and move your boxes around a lot. But what I found was that when I picked the box up, it couldn't hold the weight of the comics when I went to shift it. So you see it just zipped right to the back, and so it's fine when, while I have them, in the back bins or whatever, I can put these in there and, now if it's not full, it's still pretty sturdy, and then you can move it back and forth and give you room to go through the comics. It works. It works to do that, but like I said, you can't carry it around with this. It probably would need one of two things. It would either need another one of these on this side so that it's on both sides and then the friction, or some type of teeth. This does have like two, they're not teeth though, it just has like a tighter thing in the middle. Hard to explain. It's like two lines of plastic that are closer together than the outsides is. You can hear them hitting together there, which makes it a little tight on the side of the box. But like I said, it doesn't have enough friction to keep it from moving when you move the boxes around. But if you are displaying your comics, they do slosh around a lot, even without even touching them. Just walking across the floor, they can slide, and then you're going to damage your book. So this does have that, but they also have a mini one for cards. So here's the mini Sidekick. Now for cards, it actually works in all the different count boxes. You can even close your box up after you put it in. So we put it there, box is closed, box is not deformed in any way. It closes all the way. Let's see, we shook it up a little bit. Yeah, it's still, now see this one doesn't move. Like this one gets really good friction for the cards. I'm putting a lot of weight, all those cards up against it, and it's not moving. So it's got good friction on here. So for the cards, you're able to move your boxes around and you don't have to worry about it. But again, I think as a collector, they may have the value for you. I'm not going to put the price up of what these go for, but I'm also very cheap. If you've been watching the channel for a while, you know that. I felt for a business, they were kind of expensive. So, you know, but if you're a collection for home and you don't like your cards to flop around where you have to reach in, what I'm doing right now, use my fingernails to try to get it up. You can just pop this in, slide it up, keep them tight, and you're good. It might, if you shook it up enough, it might flop around, but. So that is Sidekick. And again, this was BCW's comic book showcase. Lastly, I know I don't usually do product things, and I don't think because I'm a pretty critical guy, I don't think any company would ever send me something to actually check out, so I have to buy it on my own. I wanted to see if I needed to use these for the store, so or if I could use them for the store for, you know, helping us out, keep the comics from getting damaged. Then when we looked around, I have very few empty boxes or partially empty boxes. We're constantly filling them with new comics, so we may not have a lot of use for them. But I thought it might make some good content for the people out there who might want to use something like this. Like I said, if you're going to keep the box steady, they work fine, it works great. The ones for cards, looks like it works good. This, I don't know how good this will look on the wall, how much glare you'd get. I also don't think it's anti-glare, but that's those items. We're going to be talking a lot about Baltimore Comic-Con soon. This video will probably come out before my Baltimore Comic-Con. I'm going in 3 days. I'll be there Friday, Saturday, and I have to come back. I usually stay till the end on Sunday, but I have to be back Saturday night. For Sunday, we have a huge event. It's fall foliage. I've talked about it before. It's one of our biggest sales days of the year. This might come out before then. If not, maybe we'll put a little sorry you missed us at the bottom. But that's it. You know what I say? Keep reading comics and open a comic shop.